Today I'm going to be trying something that's never been done here. No jump, no jump. Today I'm going to be trying something that's never been done here on YouTube. And before we get into this barbecue challenge, let me introduce you to the tools that I'll be working with. Stop biting my socks. Hey. Today I'm going to be trying something here that's never been done on YouTube. And before we get into this barbecue challenge, let me introduce you to the tools that I'll be working with. So you might be thinking, Troy, what the hell are you doing? I thought this was a tech channel. Well, it is, and this is barbecue tech. It's called the Charbroil Evolve. It's the evolution of a traditional barbecue designed from the ground up to make cooking outdoors cleaner, easier, and it adds technical precision to your cook. And I will show you all of those tech features once we begin cooking. The price on this one here in the UK is around $8.99, and I will post affiliate links below this video in the description if you want to check out the price in your region. So that's the grill that I'll be using. Now let me show you some of the utensils. This is the Hanzo Hattori of barbecue knives. You know that guy from Kill Bill who makes the master blades. Only this one's handcrafted here in England by a small team of skilled blade makers on the edge of the Savernake forest. And as you know, all good blades deserve a name. And Savernake makes custom knives to order, so you can design your own knife and choose from different patterns and color combinations, and every knife will be given a name of your choosing. And Savernake is so confident in their craftsmanship skills that they give every knife a lifetime guarantee and 3 years free servicing and sharpening. And it is the greatest blade that I have ever owned, and I can highly recommend them. So that's the knife I'm going to be using, and this is the chopping board. It is from Charbroil, and it does come with a metal roasting tin. So now let's move on to the recipe that I'm going to be cooking today. And since this is a Charbroil challenge, I decided to go with my legendary jerk chicken seasoning. However, over the many years of making this seasoning, I've realized that it works fantastically well with pork. So right here, I have some pork belly slices, and to take it to the next level, I will be smoking this meat for half of the cook. Now, if you can't eat pork or you don't eat pork, this same seasoning works fantastically well with chicken, of course, but also lamb. So let me show you what goes in it. 4 cloves of garlic. Don't worry about cutting it too fine because you are going to throw it into the blender. 1.5 brown onions, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of fresh thyme, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a small piece of ginger, which you should chop up a little bit, otherwise it will just get stuck in the blender. Now add 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, half a lemon's juice, half a cup of white vinegar, half a cup of orange juice with bits, and 3 Scotch bonnets. And once you've blended that all up, you now have maybe one of the greatest barbecue marinades known to mankind. And I've only made a small amount today just for the amount of food that I'm cooking. If you're throwing a bigger barbecue, just double up the ingredients. And here is a pro tip. You should probably do this the night before and leave your meat marinating overnight. That way you get maximum flavor. And now I know what you're thinking, why am I still holding this knife? Well, it's for the same reason I'm still wearing these sunglasses, even though we haven't seen sunshine in about a week. It just looks cool. All right, so now it's time to ignite the Charbroil Evolve True Infrared Barbecue, and we can use this touchscreen interface here to do it. We have a power button here, we have a multi-function dial at the center, and when we turn this, we can set the desired temperature, and we can adjust each side to different temperatures if we really want to. So I'm just gonna set one side up to 300 degrees to get this warmed up. So now that the barbecue's on and is heating up, I do want to, at some point, bring it down to about 275 degrees. And I could walk over there and do that using the touchscreen controls, but why do that when you can do it with an app? So when I first heard about this app, I did think it would be a bit of a gimmick. However, having used it to grill and smoke some ribs using the 3-2-1 method, I immediately realized how genius the Charbroil app is. There are 2 zones on the Evolve, and you can heat them independently and control them independently via the app. And unlike coal, the temperature will be sustained continuously throughout the cook. Each side of this grill has 3 elements: the electric heat source, the grate, and the true infrared emitter plate that disperses the heat evenly across the cooking surface and evaporates fat that may drip onto it, and this eliminates any flare-up. This means less time wasted worrying about burning your food or setting it on fire. and it also helps make your food 50% juicier. And check this out, this is where the Evolve takes barbecuing precision to the next level. You get 2 heat-proof core temperature sensors that can be plugged into the meat, and the internal meat temperature is displayed on the Evolve's touchscreen display and in the app. And you can even set the exact internal temperature that you want your meat to be within the app, and it will alert you when it reaches that temperature, which means you can literally be entertaining your guests or even sitting on the sofa watching the football, knowing that your epic barbecue food is being looked after. Now, when it comes to smoking meat on an electric grill, you can buy a smoker box like this one here, which I got from Charbroil. However, this is not the right one for this particular barbecue. It's a bit too big. You can get the smaller size. So I'm not able to use this here, but there is a way to improvise. Let me show you. Okay, so here's how you can improvise when it comes to smoking your meat. Even if you don't have the smoker box from Charbroil, what you can do is get the wood chips. I have the hickory chips here from Charbroil themselves. They also do the apple wood ones and different ones like that. What you want to do with this is get some tin foil and place it inside the tin foil. Now you want it to overlap about 3 times. Now I've been smoking a lot of meat lately, so I haven't got many wood chips left. So I'm only going to smoke this meat for around half an hour. And that's ideal because a pack like this, which we're about to make, will last about half an hour. Now, once it's all sealed up, what we're going to do is poke a few holes in the top. And now I'm going to place the wood chips on the right side of the grill. And now all we need to do is wait for this to start smoking. Okay, so I've just started to notice a bit of smoke coming off of the grill now. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of that white smoke coming out of the packet here. So we're about ready to start smoking the meat. Okay, so we've got the roasting tray that came with the chopping board, and I've also bought this Charbroil rib rack. Now, I'm not cooking ribs, so what I'm gonna do is flip this upside down, and that way I can rest all of the pork inside here and also some chicken, and place it next to the smoking packet. Okay, so it's all set up now. We're just gonna place it on the left-hand side of the grill next to the smoking packet and close the lid. Okay, so I've decided to come back indoors because it looks like it's about to rain and it's getting pretty damn cold out there, and I completely forgot to set a timer on the Evolve. But check this out, you can set timers within the Charbroil app. And the great thing about doing it this way is you get a notification on the phone, and it will also beep on the actual grill itself. So let's set that timer now. And you can see I've set the temperature to 300. And if I want to check the internal temperature on the inside under the actual hood, it shows that as well. So that's that blue line there. So the meat is smoking at around 150 degrees roughly. Okay, so I've just noticed that the grill has stopped smoking, which means the wood chips have completely burnt out, most likely. So you definitely don't want to leave these on once they're burnt, because your food will start to taste like ashes. So I've got my Charbroil barbecue gloves here, and I'm going to remove the foil packet from the grill. Right, so the next step is to take the meat off of the rack and place it directly onto the grill. So with these temperature probes, there's actually 2 points on the left side of the Evolve, and there's also 2 points on the right side of the Evolve. So you can actually pick and choose which one you want to use. I'm going to put one on the right and one on the left. And the timer's now run out. So if I tap here, I can cancel that timer. And if I want to start a new one, I can tap the timer button and set the timer here manually instead of using the app. There we go. Now that's in there, we can actually now see the temperature internally on the chicken here. And you can see the number in which it's plugged into. So it's number 3, which is the top right on the right side. Now, if I plug in one on this side, number 1, I can place the temperature probe into a piece of the pork. Let's say this piece here, like so. And you'll notice we now have 2 temperatures, one for the pork and one for the chicken. And now I can close the lid and keep an eye on that from the sofa. Okay, so it's been cooking for quite a while now, and check out the results so far. Everything's looking really nice. Nice and golden, nice and smoky. All the fat's been rendered perfectly. So it's nearly done. Gonna give it a couple more minutes just to get the pork finished properly, and then we're good to go. Okay, there we have it, jerk, barbecue smoked pork belly, cooked to perfection. And I know it's cooked all the way through because I tested it with the sensors, and you even get that smoky taste to it. Now there's only one thing missing from this picture. There we go, much better. You can't have a barbecue without a good wine to go with it, and the perfect wine with this pork, in my opinion, is this one right here, the rare organic Malbec. And Charbroil have sent me 4 cases of this wine, which means I'll probably have a hangover that lasts until the end of the summer. But I am very grateful for it. And if you guys want to check out the wine or my pork recipe or the Charbroil, which is cleaning itself as we speak, there'll be links to it below this video. I appreciate you guys for watching this one. Let me know if you test out the recipe and if you like it or not. I'll see you in the next one. Don't be late.